What is going on, everybody? This is Bronco Juggalo, and it is Slashback Saturday. And it's been a long time since I've done a car review. People seem to like car reviews for some reason. I'm not sure why. So I'm doing this review on my lunch break. I just got done eating. Had a little bit of Chinese. Not too bad. I was a little hungry. I don't usually eat breakfast, so that's why I'm so fucking fat. I eat all my meals later in the day. Guys, today's theme, I don't remember the exact name of it, was multiple killer slashers, where there's more than one killer. And I know that Joe picked this one just for me, since I am pretty adamant about slasher movies being only one killer. And yes, I know what you're going to say, Scream, and I've said it a million times. Throughout the whole film, you think it's just one killer. And then the next one you're going to say is Freddy vs. Jason. Well, those are two separate slasher movies that came together to form one. It's pretty much grandfathered in. Same thing with Bride of Chucky when they introduced Tiffany. It gets grandfathered in because it's already there. Yes, these are my own rules, and I don't care if people don't like them. Now today, I am reviewing The Furies, a 2019 Shudder exclusive, by the way, unless you buy it on video. Slasher movie directed by Tony D'Aquino, starring Airlie, I think is how it says, Airlie, Airlie, I'm not sure. Dodds as Kayla. A group of women are kidnapped and placed in a deadly game of cat and mouse with mass slasher killers. Something really cool for this movie, and so I'm going to go into some minor spoilers. Minor spoilers in 3, 2, 1. Is that each girl is assigned a title of Beauty 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on and so forth. And each killer is assigned Beast 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, so on and so forth. And they match up with one another. So the one that is the Beast to the Beauty will not kill that Beauty, instead has to protect her. And I thought that was kind of a cool twist on the story and a very cool innovation. I've heard people say in other reviews of this film that, oh, this is a tired concept that has been done before. Where has this been done before? I'm trying to figure that part out. I've seen a shit ton of horror movies, and this has never been done before that I know of. Now, yes, there are, of course, deadly games. There's those type of scenarios where they put a group of people and they hunt them, hunting human kind of thing, or the 31 kind of thing. I guess you could say this is kind of like that in a weird way. But it was never done like this. It's never been done. This to me reminded me more of like Battle Royale or maybe even the Hunger Games, just done in a horror, extremely graphic nature. Guys, I only have a couple cons in this, and this first con is going to sound insensitive as shit. But it's just how I feel about it, and honestly, once again, I'm like, if you don't like it, oh well. It is part of the story, and it works with the story, but one of our characters has epilepsy. And they don't really portray epilepsy the way it should be portrayed, like, accurately. At least not in my opinion, because I have friends with epilepsy. Like, one of my best friends has epilepsy, and I've watched him have fits for years. And I've had to stand right by his side to make sure that he didn't swallow his tongue, bite his tongue off. All kinds of things while he's going through these things. So I know what it's like to have to help care for somebody with epilepsy. Not saying they can't care for themselves, because they definitely can. My friend is perfectly fine all the other times. And he's gotten to where a lot of people say you can't, but he actually feels it when he's about ready to have a seizure. Pretty cool, actually. Well, not cool that he has it, but that's like a cool ability. Most people can't do that, at least from what I've been told. The portrayal of the epilepsy in this, to me, it's not really done well. And it's kind of annoying, honestly. And I know that's where the insensitive part comes in. It's kind of annoying. They throw it in right when something good's happening in the story. So they black out, and you don't see what's happening when they black out, even if there's a killer around or something. So we miss part of what happens. And I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. It really bothered me. Pulled me right out of the film. also have an issue with the end of the film, and here's another slight spoiler. Okay, well, here's a spoiler. If you don't want to know, don't watch any further, or at least skip the next 40 seconds. At the end of the movie, she is seeing things. She's seeing her dead friend, and it's like talking to her all the time. She even goes to like, it's like a sixth sense kind of thing. Not like just seeing things. She's like literally going and talking to this person. People are like, what the fuck's wrong with you? And I don't know if they're trying to bring a supernatural aspect into the movie at the very end. That kind of stuff bothers me. It's like kind of like when, even though I did enjoy it in that situation, a lot of people didn't like when all of a sudden Art the Clown rose up from the dead at the end of Terrifier, you know? It's one of those types of situations. I didn't like that they were just introducing this brand new aspect all of a sudden at the very end of the film. It didn't make a lot of sense to me. I also found it to be quite funny how easily our main character found out where the people that are running this thing are. I thought it was a little convenient. Maybe they thought they weren't going to get a sequel and they just decided to do it that way. I don't know. Alright guys, back into the pros now. As I said, I really enjoyed this concept, and I really didn't like people saying that it had been done before. Yes, we've had people get thrown into game type scenarios, but it's never been done with this kind of concept of basically almost like tag / capture the flag / protection, you know, where you have to protect one, and then if you get killed too, here's something else that's cool. So this is another spoiler. I guess I should just say there's spoilers in this fucking review. If the girl gets killed, if one of the girls gets killed, the stalker that is killing them, her protector, if one of the girls gets killed, her protector who's stalking the other girls gets his head exploded. And I thought that was fucking awesome. I thought that was really fucking cool. I really enjoyed the look of the killers. They looked fucking amazing. There was some really cool things. There were some really awesome designs here. We had these like weird mutated looking hillbilly type faces that looked like masks. Some of them actually wore masks. Like there's one that looks like a baby face, like a doll. He's wearing a mask. But those dudes, it actually looks like they've been surgically mutated or something. They look fucked up. And there's another one where these masks are gripping into their heads, like, and it's fucking nasty looking. It's like these metal faceplate coverings. When I first saw one coming at the very beginning of the film from far off, I thought, oh, it looks like a Jason wannabe. And I thought maybe they were going to show somebody watching a movie. That's how it felt to me, like I was watching somebody else watching a movie. That's how it felt when it first started. But then you realize that they were finishing up one game and getting into the next. Gore in this movie is fucking fantastic. It is on point. Great gore effects, great makeup effects, great look. All that is done extremely well. The kills are ingenious. We have some axe kills, things like that we've seen in the past movies, especially like Friday the 13th, movies of that nature. But in this one, they use the axe in some cool ways. Like this dude, he literally skins this girl's face completely off with the axe. And you've never seen that before, but he doesn't just skin her face. He just slowly just keeps cutting and cutting in and in and in. And he rolls it out as he's doing it, and then he just like kind of flicks it through, and her whole half of her face is gone, and like her whole head is gone, everything. It looks fucking amazing. So they did some very innovative things with weapons we've seen many times. There's this awesome kill with the corkscrew, like this giant fucking, I don't know if it's a tap, like a drill tap that they use in the ground or what. Maybe for trying to find water or something, or planting seeds. But it was fucking badass. The girls, and the reason why I kind of akin this to Battle Royale is the girls start fighting one another. Because they figure out that if they can kill each other off, that their killers die. That the stalkers die. So, you know, they start killing one another off. It's pretty cool. This film is pretty fucking intense as far as the gore and things like that. I've heard people say this film is boring. Now, I was a little tired myself last night, but it wasn't because I wasn't falling asleep because the film was boring. I just had to kind of sit myself up on the edge of my chair and just keep watching. I was tired just because I was tired. I wanted to go to sleep, but I wanted to finish this movie. And I was tired when I first started it, so... the last thing I want to talk about is I really like the humor in this film, guys. So funny. Before we find out about the whole protector and, victim kind of thing. We find that we have this great scene where there is a killer coming at our main character, and there's another girl there, and he kills this other girl, right? He just fucks her up big time. And then another killer comes out of the woods, and they see each other, and they start fighting. Well, in between there, he kind of looks at her, and he waves at her. And she, instead of being freaked out and running off, she actually looks at him and goes. And I just found that to be completely humorous, very funny. Because we didn't know the story that was actually her protector, that he was going to be her protector. We didn't know that at the time. So, to me, that was really fun. A really funny moment. I really did enjoy it. Overall, guys, I enjoyed The Furies. I don't know why people are talking crap about it. I think it's a really good film. It's done very well. And I had a lot of fun with it. This is Bronco Juggalo saying check out everybody else doing Slashback Saturday. Check out the Super Slash Brothers every Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And go and check out our merch store at Teespring, the House of Horrors. I'll leave the link in the description below. We got some badass merch, guys. You definitely want to check it out. Until next time, peace.